Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. This is a new Black Ops 6 teaser site, and there has been an update to the teaser site. So if you've already seen a video on what the teaser site is, that might actually be outdated now. There is new stuff that we're going to watch. So first of all, let's get everybody up to speed on what the teaser site is itself. It's called thetruthlies.com. It was found earlier today, and when you get onto the site for the first time, you find a TV like this, very reminiscent of things like Porn Takes Porn and GK Nova 6. There are a few buttons on the TV that you can activate, such as the change channel buttons that you can see down here, and also a record button, which lets you download video, and a pause button, which is what I've pressed right now, which is also causing this really creepy music to play. Yeah, it's tense as hell. So what we can do is we can watch this first video here, and then we can dig into this new second video that has been discovered, okay? So let's watch the first video first. I'm gonna change channel. This is the video.
Should wake him up.
Federally closed area. That looked like in-game almost, but it's not. It's so weird. It's like a blend. The way the camera's stabilized makes it look so in-game, but this is obviously real footage. It's so weird. And so what they're scaling here, as you'll see in a second, is Mount Rushmore. That's the logo. The truth lies. And there's the Black Ops 6 logo as well on the right hand side. So this is them on their quest. If we go down a channel here and then up a channel. So this logo that we're seeing on the back of the bag is the same logo that we saw in the original Xbox Direct announcement that happened, I don't know, at this point, maybe a month ago. That Direct is happening in June, so should be really exciting seeing what the Direct itself has to offer and what new info they give us about Black Ops 6. And it seems like this faction of Cerberus, or whatever exactly they're going to be called, are trying to wake the world up to something. We don't know exactly what. I'm very curious if this is going to be sort of inferring, based on the fact that there's found footage here, that this is meant to be in current time. Like, is this a present day type thing? I'm not 100%, to be honest. Let's just quickly take another look here. Like, this hand, to me, it just looks like in-game footage so much. It looks too smooth, bro. But then I look at the rest of it and I'm like, there's no way that's in-game. Like, it looks too real. Maybe graphics are just that good these days. Anyway, the change, like I mentioned, is the second video here. So let's dig into this a little bit more. We're gonna change the channel. Okay, so that's channel 6, and there's nothing on it. So that's actually probably a useful thing to note here. What this probably means is that over the next several days, there are gonna be new releases and new videos posted on these new channels. And I don't know what the volume buttons do. Okay, so this is the exact same thing as you'd see on like an old TV. Like when I was growing up, this is the kind of menu that I saw on my TV. Did I just see a line in the noise there? Or did I imagine that? I might have to check my recording. I swear I just saw like a bluish line at the bottom there. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm going crazy. The static might just be making me see things. Anyhow, that's a menu that we're very familiar with. But I wonder if the fact that this is actually here, like they've got so many aspects of this that are built that are going to have like a reason behind them, right? You'd assume at least, like the changing of the channel stuff and the ability to download the video, like they've thought out what the buttons are going to be used for. And I am curious if the fact that there's just volume up and volume down additionally as well, like when there's already a mute button in the corner as well here, like does that not indicate that surely the volume buttons are a bit arbitrary unless they have some kind of ulterior purpose? Maybe later on we're gonna have to actually enter some kind of code or combination using volume up and volume down. Like that just would not shock me in any way. That would be very unsurprising, I would say. And you can see, look, the volume is not muted on the TV, but it's still muted on the tab here. So why would they do both? Like, is that not just redundant at that point? Regardless, let's get back in with volume on max. Oh, so that's a different type of static. That's interesting. This is channel 6. That's 5. That's 4. Okay. And then this, number 2, has a video now. So they're clearly doing some more sort of guerrilla activism. Orange buckets. I've got to say real quick, bro, the music is so scary. The orange buckets thing, it's very similar to what you see happening nowadays, where people will do like orange paint on paintings. They'll do orange paint sprayed over banks. Like, the fact that Black Ops is running with the orange paint thing is pretty cool. Like, that really anchors it to real life in a big way. And Black Ops has always done that sort of thing. But the fact that it now does line up with what groups like Extinction Rebellion and stuff like that are doing, that's really cool to me. Let's keep going.
Let's go.
The truth lies. Okay. Yep. So they've pasted the posters everywhere. Wait, that's the whole thing? Surely not. Okay, I reckon we can figure out where this is. Like, can we, are they on is that a beachfront kind of area? Or is that just gonna be too hard to actually tell? I wish we could figure out what the side of this building actually was. And there as well. We need one of those GeoGuessr nerds to come in here and tell us where this telephone pole is located.
Let's go.
Bro, why did it kind of sound like Drizzy Drake just said, let's go?
Let's go.
And what kind of car is that? Could we tell something about this location based on the car? Oh, we do get a little bit of a snippet of the side here. Okay, so let's use some video editing tools to break down some of the frames that are a bit harder to actually look at while the site is playing the video, and see if there's any secret information in there that we missed. And also, just before we do that, a quick point to make on kind of how good ARGs and viral marketing campaigns should begin as well. So in an ideal world, something like this would feel like it was discovered by the community. It would feel like some random person came along and would say, oh, I put the first letter of Call of Duty's last 10 tweets together, and I noticed that they spelled out thetruthlies.com, and so I went to the site and I found this thing, and they would send that to Charlie Intel or a YouTuber or whatever, and that's how the community would stumble on something like this, right? It would be a community-led discovery. What seems to have happened is that Activision themselves have just secretly DM'd this to like Charlie Intel and to a bunch of YouTubers and been like, hey, don't say this was from us, but spread this. And so they've all done that collectively at the same time. And while that's sort of fine, like I get that they're trying to start a marketing campaign, I think that the most viral ARG marketing comes from when it's the community solving those problems, and it's the community that is driving the discovery in the first place. That's why Zombies was so powerful in the first instance, because it wasn't IGN telling us that we would find zombies cool. It was us discovering zombies and being like, oh my god, this is so cool. So I think that there's room for improvement on the initial way that they've approached this here. But hey, I'll take it. It's better than nothing. And I'm a massive fan of ARG marketing campaigns, so I'm excited that it's happening. I just wish that there was more fundamental understanding as to what makes these campaigns so fun in the first place. But again, fingers crossed, now that they've kind of got the ball rolling, they don't need to do that and give people behind the scenes updates going forwards. I've pulled the file into Premiere, and I've gone to the very last frame. As you can see, there is no more of the video beyond this point. And that's what we can see. So it's dark as hell, but if you guys have any ideas about what that location might be, I'm super open to your theories. Also, the bit earlier that I was trying to see is really just too obscure, I would say. It looks like that. Kind of impossible to tell what's going on there. So what we're probably going to have to do is come back tomorrow and see what the new teasers are and kind of follow this along over the next couple of days and weeks. Super exciting. Leave your theories in the comments and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the updates to this as they come.